in front of the camera is the updated 2025 Ford Explorer. And this one in particular is a Ford Explorer Platinum. And in front of that car is the brand manager for the Ford Explorer, Andrew Staley. So Andrew, this is not a full generation change, but this is a pretty big refresh. Go ahead and talk us through what's been changed.
Yeah, absolutely. So starting at the exterior here, what you'll see on all of our trim series is everybody's getting a bold upgraded grille, right? So a little bit more boxy, a little bit bigger. The headlamp architecture is all new. Fog lamps are all new with even functional air curtains to help with aerodynamics, right?
Okay, so that goes to the front wheel well.
It does.
To help avoid a high pressure zone.
Correct. Yep. But no, really, it helps with the sporty aesthetic that customers are looking for with that bold upgraded grille.
Now, are the grills particular to the trims? So this is a Platinum trim. Is this going to be unique to the Platinum?
Correct. Yep. We'll have a different grille for Active, a different grille for ST line, and a different grille for ST, rounding out our series for 25 model year. Okay,
very cool. Yeah, this one, there's a lot of depth in it. It's very three-dimensional. It really does pop out, and it's interesting to see. But the general shape, that's going to be true across the
Correct.
line.
Yep. Dimensionally, those will be the same across the series.
Okay, what else should we see?
Yeah, so coming around the side here, so this being the Platinum variant, this one specifically is equipped with a 3-liter EcoBoost V6, producing 400 horsepower, 415 foot-pounds of torque. But we also have Platinums that are available with the 2.3-liter, so a little bit more affordable. You still get all the luxury appointments on the inside, but that would come equipped with a 2.3-liter EcoBoost i4.
And in terms of transmissions, do we get the 10-speed to work with these?
10-speed auto, yep.
And that's regardless of whether you get the 2.3 or the 3-liter?
Correct, yep, standard across the board.
Okay, and the 2.3-liter, it's less power, but are we north of 300 or are we around 300?
Right at 300 horsepower, 310 foot-pounds of torque, so certainly no slouch.
Yeah, sure. Okay, and I know that 18-inch wheels are standard equipment, and it goes up to 21s?
21s, yep. So 18 standard on Active with optional 20s. The ST line, that comes standard with 20s. ST, what you'll see over here behind my back, that is standard with 21s, and then Platinum, standard with 20s, but these available 21s are also available.
Very cool. All right, what else should we look at?
Yeah, coming around the side here, let's see if we can grab the lift gate here. So one of my favorite pieces of the external kind of styling that we updated is this new lift gate. So all new sheet metal. The tail lamps are updated, and now we actually have this light bar applique where the tail lamps are extending onto the lift gate. So
yeah, headed towards the center of the car.
Exactly. Yep. So driving behind an Explorer at night, I mean, there's no mistaking the vehicle that you're behind. So certainly a cool design cue that we're happy to bring forward. This being the Platinum and a 3-liter, it has the quad tip chrome exhausts. And you may have noticed the trailer hitch.
And those are real. Those aren't fake faux exhausts. Those are actual exhaust.
Those are real.
Right
yep.
There. Yeah,
yep.
that's
real
very
quad
cool
tips.
To see. Yep, and very cool to see. And then
the trailer tow as well. So that is standard on every single Explorer. So every Explorer is going to get that hitch. Every Explorer is going to be able to tow 5,000 pounds, regardless of drivetrain or powertrain.
That looks Class 3.
It is Class 3. Yes, sir.
No, very cool.
Great. But some of the biggest changes, I think, occur on the interior. So we can jump inside and take a look at that.
Before we do that I would like to see how much space we do have once we lift the liftgate. Can we do that?
Certainly, absolutely. So power liftgate, standard on all Explorers, hidden under here, under the R of Explorer. So here we are. This is a 6-passenger configuration we're looking at here. 7-passenger also available, so that's going to give you the bench seat in the second row.
Okay.
And this has power fold third row. So flick of a button, that's going to fold down third row and folds flat for more cargo storage.
Yeah, nice. And I like that it's one touch too. Every once in a while, those buttons, you have to hold them down. And it's ironic that's almost more inconvenient than just doing it with your hands.
Exactly.
And so 6-passenger, is it always 2 passengers in the third row? So it's between 6 and 7?
Correct.
And we have the captain's chairs in the second row.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Yep.
And now I'm going to quiz you. Do you happen to know how much cargo space you get?
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have the exact specs off the top of my head.
That's totally fair. It's a lot of information you have to cram in your head, especially with a 3-row SUV. But yeah, let's definitely take a look inside.
For sure. Let's do it.
Okay, magic has happened, and we are now inside the brand new updated 2025 Ford Explorer. And Andrew's in the driver's seat to show us what's new about the interior.
Yeah, absolutely. So certainly a lot to talk about. If I were to sit here and cover up the Ford emblem, not sure that you would recognize this as a Ford, let alone an Explorer. So certainly excited to talk about all of the new finishes, the materials, the colors, and what we brought into the Explorer. So starting with the materials, right? We went in and we focused on uses of like the hard black plastic and really tried to elevate those to the next level. So lower console here, all wrapped and stitched.
Yep, and soft touch material here.
Soft touch, absolutely. Up here on the belt line as well on the dash. So we have a new integrated wireless charger here on the left.
Okay, that's a touchpad there.
Yep.
Charge pad, excuse me.
And then a trinket tray over here on the right, but how it's integrated into the dash and everything is going with the interior aesthetic is really a cool touch.
And I'll turn my light on so that hopefully shows up just a little bit better. And before we get too far, how much of this is Platinum specific and how much of this is Explorer across the board?
Yeah, so this belt line here, all Explorer, the touchscreen 13.2 inch, standard on every Explorer. The colors and materials may be a little bit different, but the design of everything you're looking at architecturally is going to be carryover on all Explorers. So
and the wireless charge pad?
It is available on ST line and then standard on ST and Platinum.
Perfect, okay.
Yep. But a lot of great refinements, even up here on the dash, right? This entire thing is a B&O soundbar. So we've
this is music. This isn't just
correct.
Ah, okay.
That is functional. Yep. So we relocated the tweeters that were up there in the A pillars. And
so Bang & Olufsen, there's your little logo right there.
Yep. Yep. So really gets the sound out into the cabin, really emulates kind of a living room environment, right? So that's home theater sound system. That is a massive 13.2 inch touchscreen, a massive 12.3 inch digital cluster, and then powering those things is the new Ford digital experience. So we're excited Explorer is the first Ford vehicle to get this, and it features a suite of Google applications like Maps, Play Store, and Assistant.
Yeah.
So the actual, the native navigation is Google Maps. If that's not your jive, you can go to the Play Store and you can download things like Waze, which is really cool. And if you're a avid Apple user, rest assured, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, they're here to stay as well. But really cool stuff. I mean, like from the Play Store, you can download apps like YouTube, jump into YouTube and able to stream videos right inside of your Explorer, which is something that's never been done before.
Yeah, and I certainly know a channel that I would watch, Views on Vehicles Plug. Okay, so I also read that you can play video games. Now, this is when the car isn't moving. This automatically shuts down when the car is driving, but you can literally play video games inside the Explorer.
Correct, yep. So one of the big ones, I mean, Asphalt Nitro 2, if you've read about that, it's a racing game. You can download it right from the Play Store and either control it via the touchscreen or even hook up a wireless controller. So feel free to grab your Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller. You can hook it up to your vehicle and actually have a gaming experience from the driver or passenger seat.
That's hilarious. Okay, and so a lot of work went into the center console touchscreen and then interactions with the digital instrument cluster. Is there any other details that we should learn about those?
Yeah, I mean, the system that's powering that, the integration between the two is something that's really new and exciting. So if you're in Maps over here, you can have a map view on the digital cluster, so you can get turn-by-turn route guidance inside of the cluster here. So keep your eyes up and out instead of having to look down at that center stack screen.
Now, is this still Ford Sync? Or is this a new system?
This is a new system. Ford Digital Experience is a brand new system. So,
got it.
So Sync will exist on other vehicle lines. They'll continue to be updated over the air, but this is brand new and the first Ford to get it. So.
Okay, fantastic. And for old school technology, I noticed that we have heated and ventilated seats and a heated steering wheel. That's certainly not bad for temperature control of your own body, especially in the more northern climates. There's a lot of space in here as well. I'm noticing that it's generally comfortable. Anything else we should know about?
Yeah, so you might have noticed this kind of hump here on the steering column. So that is
Blue Cruise.
Blue Cruise indeed. So this is a driver state monitoring camera. Make sure that your eyes are up and on the road while Blue Cruise is engaged. So Blue Cruise, hands-free highway driving.
And this looks at the driver to make sure the driver is paying attention.
Correct. Yep. So those red lights, those are invisible to the human eye, but that makes sure that your eyes are watching the road. So if you're hands-free driving down the highway, no reclining the seat and taking a nap, right? It's a driver assist technology, not a driver replace technology. But excited to offer it on Explorer. It features Lane change assist, so if you're driving hands-free, you can just hit the turn signal and it would change lanes for you automatically when the coast is clear. And lane biasing as well, so if you're passing a big semi, it would actually give them a little bit more space, hug the left line a little bit so you can safely pass them, which is really cool, emulating human behavior into that hands-free driving technology.
That's fascinating. So there's enough granularity in the system that it can even place you specifically in the lane, far to the left, far to the right, whatever's needed.
Exactly right.
Oh, yep. Fascinating. Wow. So there's a lot of cool updates here. And then more generally speaking, what are we talking about with trims? We've got the Ford ST is the top of the line. Mm-hmm. This Platinum is right near the top. It's probably top of the line in terms of luxury. Mm-hmm. But what are the steps now?
Yeah, so 4 trim series for 25 model year, starting with Active. So that replaces the XLT that's been in market for the last 4 years. And then it goes to ST line, so you get all of the looks of the ST at a more affordable price point. So it comes equipped with a 2.3 liter. Jumping up to ST from there, so you get all of the looks, all of the tech, and the 3 liter EcoBoost V6, 400 horsepower, 415 foot-pounds of torque. On Platinum, a little bit different. So previously it was offered in a 3 liter variant as the specific powertrain for Platinum. Now it's available in a 2.3 liter. So it's kind of filling the space of a limited series that was available in the previous model year. So available in either a 2.3, or you could step up to the 3 liter and really tailor both the price and the content for what that customer is looking for.
And every single Ford Explorer is all-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive is available on all series.
Available.
Correct.
So this is a front rear bias system, so it's rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive standard, all-wheel drive available.
And then is all-wheel drive standard on any, or is Platinum all-wheel drive standard, or
rear wheel drive standard everywhere? So we have both rear wheel and 4-wheel on all
fantastic.
series.
Okay, yep. But it is the 10-speed automatic across the board.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's great, and that is something I always appreciate, that we have front engine, rear wheel drive base setup, a longitudinal engine, a longitudinal engine as opposed to transversely mounted. That's better for weight distribution. So like inherent driving satisfaction is a little bit elevated that way, I'd say. And it's really interesting. So it's the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder or the 3 liter V6.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. It sounds like a strong lineup, and it sounds like a really interesting car. I'm very much looking forward to be able to drive it sometime soon. Andrew, thank you so much for this detailed look at the new 2025 Ford Explorer.
Thanks.